Hello and welcome to my review of 2019 Major Vonreg's TIE Fighter set. First off, just want to mention, I have no idea about what actually happens in the show that this set is from, because it is from a show, not a movie. I haven't watched it, so don't expect me to know all of the characters. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. This set is aged 8+, is number 75240, and features 496 pieces. Looking at the box, you can see there are 4 minifigures in this set, one of which is Major Vonreg, with kind of the same color scheme as his TIE Fighter, or actually rather more like a TIE Interceptor. I don't know why LEGO didn't call it just a TIE Interceptor, but oh well. Next, we have General Leia, Kaz, Xiono, and Bucket, aka R1J5. The instruction manual of the set is rather small, but it's quite regular with the lighter pages and a total of, as you can see, 86 pages with 132 steps. Moving on to the minifigures of the set, here we have Major Vonreg himself, the pilot of the TIE Fighter, with the same color scheme as the TIE Fighter, with this beautiful red and black design. I think it's a great figure, amazing mold in my opinion for the helmet, a lot of detail retained here, over there at the side, even on the back you got a little bit here, so very nice figure overall. Printing on the legs, torso, of course, and on the waist, of course, also on the back. He comes with his little blaster here, so nothing to complain about. Black head though, I'm not sure if you see him in the show or not, so I can't say if that's a bad thing or not. And there's also black on the inside of the helmet, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, moving on to the next minifigure, we have General Leia, with also a beautiful color scheme in my opinion. The purple goes really well with the sand green, I would say. Great hair mold with the hair like tied back at the back here. Not sure what this hole is for though. But yeah, she also comes with this blaster and a double face, so one with like this smirk at the back and this more neutral face at the front, so you can choose whatever you like most. Next up we have Kaz Xiono with his dual molded hair. It's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if we've ever seen this hair before. Cool to see with the black on top and this brownish color on the bottom. I would say a little bland on this bottom part though. I mean, here it adds a little flair, but at the bottom it's a little bit just very straightforward, too simple in my opinion. Also double faced here with more of an angry design on the back face, and this kind of like raised eyebrow face on the front, so you can choose again. Yeah, great minifigure. I also like the prints also on the waist, on the legs, with this metallic color as well seen here. No metallic color on the back though, but that's alright. I mean, probably accurate, right? And lastly, for the fourth figure of the set, there is Bucket, also known as R1J5. New take on the astromech droid, if you will, with this shorter torso and actually featuring a third leg, which is pretty new to the astromech LEGO design. I've never seen it before. It's like connected here with this modified stud, which just slots in there. And then you have this a little bit posable third leg. His head is also not the usual astromech head. It has this smaller design with this blue accent, and then it has this helmet, rebel helmet, on top, So nice design, some nice detailing here. Nothing on the back though, which is par for the course, of course. And yeah, overall, the minifigures I think of this set are quite nice. I like them a lot. 4 minifigures for this kind of set is nice to see. So now let's move on to the set after I've built it. Looking at the set itself, it has a striking red color scheme, which really pops out to you immediately. I think that's one of the best features of this set, actually, is just the coloring. It's just beautiful in my opinion. With all these red tones, mostly the same tone, but then some accents like here, and then featuring the black as a contrast and some gray on the sides with this printed piece on both sides. You can also see it has this antenna piece right there, which is unique, I believe, to this TIE Fighter. And of course also has this printed piece right here as the top of the cockpit. Another play feature that I want to mention are, of course, the spring-loaded shooters in there. And from the front you can see they're just positioned right there. And what you do is rather nice how you shoot them off. There's this little piece here, and you just wiggle it around, and then if you want to actually shoot it, then you just press hard enough and it shoots out like this. There you go. And of course you can just put those back in there. I'll just leave them to the side for now. Next up is the cockpit itself, which I think it's rather nice. All you do is open up this front part and the top part to get full access to the inside. As you can see, I just placed Major Vonreg inside there. It has no control panel, however, it does feature this droid torso piece as a kind of like control thing. And then if you want to close it up, you close this one first and then the front piece after that, so it stays nice and flush. Also worth mentioning, there are these little details here with these cannons, blaster cannons, right here on either side, which is just worth mentioning. The whole wing design I find is really nice as well. You have these nice techniques with these pieces here, both put in there to make these really cool shapes over here as well. I think that's really nice. One very, very minor thing though is just this part right here. I'm pretty sure there's no Lego piece for this, which is why they just left it with this little gap in there instead of just making it one full piece. I think there's just not a Lego piece that would fit in that spot right there. But just worth mentioning, it's not completely flush like in one line. Just wanted to mention that. The wings are also made up of 2 of these big builds. So 2 of them are identical, so you're basically building one of these twice and then one of these twice as well, because they go in parallel. And then they're held in place with these little Technic parts there. So you could just pull off the build of one of like the halves of the wing, like so. Nothing too complicated there. And that's basically it for the build. Overall, great build. Very sturdy, won't break or anything. So finally, what do I think of the set? I think the set is quite a beautiful model. For display and for play, it's fine. But for display, I think it really catches people's eyes because of the bright red color scheme, of course. I think it really stands out, especially in the Star Wars universe, of course, where a lot of things are gray or brown and a little more bland in color scheme, which I personally don't mind, but some people might see this as a fresh breath of air with this new color scheme for this TIE Fighter. The price on it is not perfect. $100 was the original price. But yeah, price-wise, not very, well, worth it, I guess. It's not the most, I don't know, most well-priced thing from Lego Star Wars. However, it's to be expected for TIE fighters, since TIE fighters are always priced a little on the higher side. But other than the pricing, I think it's a great set, and if you're a fan of the show, or just fan like me of this beautiful color scheme of this, what essentially is a TIE Interceptor, then I would say you should pick this up, because it is a unique set in this case. And the figure selection is also definitely not bad. It's not a weakness. It's a strength, I would say, with quite a variety of figures. And so overall, good set, not great for the money, but still worth picking up for, I would say, most people. And so finally, if you enjoyed this review, a like would be greatly appreciated. You can leave that down below. And thank you for watching.